Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 122 of The Coin Vault has opened. My apologies, this was supposed to air on Wednesday, but we were having technical difficulties with YouTube, and so we are back today. Now we're having a fuzzy, one second. Still a little bit fuzzy, a little bit better. But here we have a roll of 1956 proofs. It should be a full roll here. So I got these off of eBay maybe March here when the pandemic first started. They hopefully will be really lovely. Looks like I can see a couple in here. I'm going to dump them out. Looks like there's a couple in here where I can see a little bit of damage to the mint cellos. So, yeah, I can definitely see a couple that aren't going to be as pretty as the rest here. But we'll take a look through these, and then we will zoom in and see if we can find anything cool on any of them. It looks like there's quite a few double dies. Let me try this fuzziness again. It's one thing, it's not another with the streaming lately. So yeah, this one here, I'm assuming that this is mainly the mint cello here. It has kind of some cloudy features on it. But I'm hoping that the coin underneath is still good. The only way to really find out would be to cut it out of here. Oh my goodness. There we go. See if I can fix the sky here for you guys. It's a great night to stream here. I'm drinking coffee. We've got some nice coins here. Hopefully we can find a double die in here. There looks like there's quite a few of them that are worth quite a bit of money. But sorry again, everybody, for last Wednesday. I have never not been able to get on. I got delayed a couple minutes one stream in the past, but never have I not been able to stream. And by the time I actually got things going, it was about an hour past the stream date. And I just thought I would postpone it and not make people wait on me forever. And I'm glad I did. So it looks like the cellos have a little bit of kind of like cloudiness on them, but I don't believe it is affecting the coins. Most of these look pretty nice. A couple little tiny spots on this one. And so I think there's probably going to be quite a few of them in here that will be worthy of getting graded. I'm not sure what's going on with my camera, but maybe it'll focus on a coin. There we go. Good job, coin. How's everybody doing tonight? A long time no see. I think a week is the longest I've ever not streamed since I started streaming every night. I haven't been doing many bonus streams lately. My life's just gone crazy here. But Wednesdays and Saturdays, I pretty much should be able to be here every Wednesday and Saturdays, unless the internet or YouTube's out. Last Wednesday, it seemed like it was kind of crazy, the world. I know that there was a lot of stuff going on, and I don't know if other people had problems with YouTube on Wednesday, but I definitely did. Most of these look really nice. And so it looks like there are some double dies on the fronts of some of, or that you can find them on 1956s on the fronts, and then there's also some double die reverses. So it looks like we will be looking at the fronts and backs of the coins tonight. The last couple rolls that we did, we were looking at 1957s, and to my knowledge, there's only 2 double dies that are known for 57, and so both of them were obverse double dies, and so we didn't end up looking at the reverses. Kind of made the streams a little bit quicker. But I always like to look at the coins on the front and back, just see what the conditions of them are, because if you do find a double die, the kind of second thing after you find it, you want to kind of figure out what the condition of the coin is. And since I will probably be doing a bulk submission to PCGS in the future once I go through a few more thousand of these mint Cellos, I kind of want to see what I've purchased and what I'm dealing with, and get a better idea of what a nice coin looks like. A little spot on this one. Another couple little ones on the back. But for the most part, these look pretty good. I was definitely impressed with this batch that I got. There were a lot of really, really nice coins. And so I'm not positive what the next roll is going to be. I believe I have another roll of 1956s. And then I have another roll of mixed. And then I think I have a couple rolls, I think, of 1962 proofs that have come in. And it looks like there's some 1964 proof rolls on the market, so I might be getting some of those. It looked like they were freshly cut from mint sets. So if they were nice mint sets, they could be some really nice coins. Only one way to find out. Hey John Rose, welcome. How are you doing tonight? It is political season already. I feel like everywhere I go, friend, everybody is, don't forget to vote, don't forget to vote, don't forget to vote. It's like every social media I go on, it's just, it's like a blaze of vote, vote, vote. I open up my phone and my phone is telling me to vote when I turn on the phone. I think we're going to have a pretty decent election here. I think we're going to have the highest amount of voters ever. It'll definitely be interesting. How's your night going, John? And so we're just going to keep on checking, see what these look like, and then we'll zoom in and see if we can find a double die on at least one of these. We got 50 chances at the double die lottery here. I was really excited about the eBay 25 anniversary, eBay turning 25 years old. This week I registered a couple months ago when you first could register. They said they were going to send me a box of eBay swag in the mail, had me sign up, put my address and everything, so I've been waiting for it. And well, eBay anniversary was on Friday. No package came. And I kept thinking, oh, maybe they're going to have everything delivered on the 25th. And then I had registered for the live event, and then there was no chat for it, wouldn't let me log into the live event. It seemed like things did not happen the way that eBay anticipated it or sold the event, but I guess I won't have to worry about something like that for quite a while here. Great night in Corinth, New York. Nice. From the East Coast. I spent some time on the East Coast myself. It can be pretty nice out there. I'm out in California now, and it's pretty nice out here. Other than fire to the north, south, and east, things are pretty good out here right now. It's definitely looking like a good night tonight. Except for it's 9:10 and I'm still drinking coffee, so it's probably going to be a pretty late night for me. There's nothing wrong with that. For the most part, I'm pretty happy with these. There's definitely a couple of them with some spots. I think that one's actually on the mint cello. Looks like a little squished bug. That, however, looks like it's on the coin. So I believe there's like dark spots there. God bless them. I believe the dark spots on these are going to last forever. I think there's no way going back for them. How's everything in New York these days, John? And welcome to the channel. Good to see you. It looks like we got about 15, 20 more of these. I think I see a toned one. Maybe try to pick that one up yet. This one's a blazer here. And I'm not sure if the toned one will show up here. Almost looks like it's got a kind of like darker, like the edge looks kind of darker. It doesn't really, like the whole coin kind of has like an orange kind of tone to it. And it doesn't look like it's going to give us anything. Yeah, the fire out here is pretty intense. The smoke here, the wind's finally blowing in the right direction here, so it's not as bad. But like Oregon, Washington, it's just absolutely crazy how many fires are going on right now. Definitely not a good sign. I feel like here I've had smokier years. But this is, I feel like this is the longest. It's definitely like bad fires out here. Oh good. Yeah, that's the best thing you can do right now is stay safe. No matter where we are, I feel like there's no place that in the world these days that doesn't have something kind of going on, especially with COVID. And definitely take care of your daughters. Hey Marcos Rodas, welcome. I'm doing pretty good tonight. Welcome to the channel. Good to see you again. So it looks like we got a pretty nice roll of 1956s here. A couple little spots. Take a coffee break here while it's hot. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe about 10 more here and then we'll start looking for some double dies. And I originally intended on selling these on eBay, but most of the ones that I got from this person, the rolls were just really nice. And so I think I'm just going to save them for a bulk submission. I'm pretty much putting away as many rolls of higher grade proof coins that I can find, and then I'm going to send in a bunch of them. New today, I had the laziest day I've had in over a year. Pretty much every day I work all day long. I actually watched some episodes of a show called Altered Carbon on Netflix. It's kind of like Blade Runner meets Westworld. Kind of entertaining, kind of interesting, kind of good to just get my mind off of the world. It's like you can't turn on the news, you can't go on social media without just getting a cold awakening over and over, like just another thing going wrong. It's like, it seems like we have like so many different emergencies going on. It is crazy. But it was nice to just, you know, see just relax. I kind of got Wednesday off. This stream was supposed to happen on Wednesday, but YouTube wouldn't fire up. I don't know if there was some outages. I don't know if I don't know what was going on. My streaming software was going. I'd made videos all day, but it just did not. It did not let me. It wouldn't let me go live. And about an hour after the stream was supposed to start, after trying everything, it finally would go. But I would have been going till late into the morning. Do I know anything about the 1912 D penny? It's a date that I'm usually happy to buy a graded version of them. I know I read Chuck's book, Looking Through Lincoln Cents, and I'm sure I learned quite a few things about a 1912 D, but I think I read most of the book all at once, and I don't know anything off the top of my head to throw you a fun fact. Okay, not a problem, John Rose. Thank you so much for stopping by. Wish you many blessings, and stay safe and take care of your 3 daughters. Thanks for stopping by. This video should be live right after the show here. Marcos, if you do check out coppercoins.com that Chuck owns, he does copper coins here on YouTube. If you type in a 1912, if you go to the die variety search and type in 1912 and Denver Mint, it'll bring up all the different varieties. Excuse me. So let me dump these out. That was all the fronts and backs of these. And then we can, I can turn on the lights for you guys. And we can zoom in and see if we can find anything on any of these. I think I'm going to have to reposition this just a little bit. Because I was making slab videos earlier. I got to get it on the right angle so I can hold this flat. Huh. I almost feel like I see a notch on that R. Huh. That looks kind of interesting. This is the first 1956 I'm seeing here. Interesting little line on the bottom of the Y there too. I'm really interested in that notch on the R though. And so there looked like there was maybe 5 or 6 double dies for this year. At the very least, this has machine damage, but it's looking a little bit more interesting than a machine damage. Like, you know, almost looks like there's doubling on the below the D, but then if you look at the top of the D, there almost looks like there's a little extra there. That'd be a nice way to start. It looked like quite a few of them have doubling on the reverse of the wheat year. Here, I want to go back to the very beginning here. I mean, one thing we can do for sure is we can look at the R's on some other ones. Like the R there looked extra thick. But I really haven't looked. I think this is my first. Maybe it's. See, the R is kind of chiseled off on this one too. Like, one of the fascinating things is like pretty much every different date has things that are different about them. Just these small little details that you ordinarily wouldn't notice just looking at them. I believe that this is the first time I've really looked at a 56 up close. I don't think I've done a roll of 56 is for this channel yet. Normally, one of the reasons I like to get rolls of these is so that I can look at a bunch of examples of the same date and kind of begin to know what is normal for a date and what is not normal for a date. And so, it's possible that they all have the R notched that way. That's normally something I would look for in a coin, though. Okay, so this is the third one here, and it definitely has the same kind of notching. But the only way we're going to find out more about these is by looking at a bunch of them. I can read all I want, but without looking at them, the information just doesn't stick for me. It's gotten with some dates that just the little things that like make up the differences in the coins, I begin to like be able to tell which date is what before I even get to look at the date. Hey Bigfoot Silver Hide and Seeker, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. So we'll take a look at those. I think this is the mint cello that was not looking so great here. It's definitely got some big cloudy spots. We might not even get to see the whole coin here. Which could make it a good opportunity for something that someone else had missed if someone else had been looking on it. But yeah, the back's even worse. I think that this was the worst mint cello though in the bag. Yeah, the smoke here is finally better. It might be possible for me to start doing some more bonus streams here. It's just been, I don't know, when you're breathing smoke all day long, every day, it's just wiped me out. Yep, I got stopped on a Wednesday night. Wednesday was not allowing me to stream on YouTube. First time ever. I think I've been streaming on here on YouTube since the beginning of the year. I think January 1st was maybe my first stream. Had never gotten on and had it not let me go live. Took me about an hour. Had to change my keys a couple times. Restart my computer a couple times. I'm not sure if it was just YouTube and I just kept trying to fix it, and then by the time I was done trying to fix it, YouTube started to work again. But it's no fun when you're trying to go live and it won't let you. Try to look at this L here. Okay, almost looked like there was like a line going down the middle of it. And there definitely looked like there was quite a few double dies for this date. That's why I'm checking out the fronts and backs here. Kind of an interesting look down the middle. One thing I'm finding interesting is how many... I do not believe I have a chain scent. I'd like to get one sometime. They definitely look cool. It's been on my bucket list of coins to get. Um, I definitely would like to get one. I've been trying to get new coins that I do not have and making videos out of them because I figure the more coins that I make videos of, the more chances that I have something that somebody wants to take a look at. One of these days I will get a chain cent. I just have to find the right one at auction. I've been kind of getting into half dollars, trying to build a PCGS half dollar, like a Franklin and a Kennedy set. And I keep finding these really nice different variety ones. And so I started doing a half dollar variety set. This one's got a little bit of toning on it. But I just bought one, I think it was like a 1951 402. I think that's what it was, but I listed it on eBay and it just like sold instantly. So now I'm gonna have to find another one. Is the chain cent is the one that says mind your own business on it, is that one a chain cent or is that a different one? Because I would like one of those. The first time I saw one of those, I think, I'm not positive, I feel like Benjamin Franklin designed it. But they looked cool. It's like I like a coin that says mind your own business. It just makes me laugh for some reason. It just seems like it's appropriate, like, you know. But one of these days I'll get a chain cent. It seems like since I first wanted one, it seems like the price has just gone up. Yet the market's been like kind of interesting where things that I never thought, I just keep seeing things going for really, really crazy cheap prices. So that's definitely been really interesting. Like eBay the last couple weekends, it's felt like it's been my own eBay where anything I bid on, like nobody bids against me and I end up like winning way too much stuff and I end up like paying for the weekend until Tuesday, just paying off all the stuff I won because I guess I have a coin addiction and I just keep buying too many coins, but it keeps being like coins for like, you know, 20-30% of their value, like $100 coins selling for like 20-30 bucks. It seems like the market must be doing kind of crazy right now. Welcome to the stream, PK Carve. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? But yeah, like eBay is kind of crazy right now. I've never seen so many coins go for so cheap. It's like if any of you guys are like, you know, I know there's always risks, like the market could just tank with the economy. But it's like I see like opportunity for people who are like set up and you know have you know taken care of all their responsibilities. Um, like I don't know, just the prices that like really nice coins are going for. It's like everything's going for like 30 to like 70% off. Some of the really popular stuff is still going for like good price, but a lot of stuff at auction, like buy it nows are healthy, but hey Logan's Coins, welcome. How are you doing? But it's like I feel like right now is definitely the time, like the best time I've ever seen to like pick up coins on a bucket list. Like I've never seen coins as cheap. Like I've been buying pretty steady over the last 20 years. I'd say 2008 was the last time that I saw any like kind of prices do things the way they have lately. And it's just gonna be interesting because like 2008 stuff started to recover. I feel like things didn't get super hit, at least not in the small cent category. Um, but I don't know, like I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for people that have the resources right now. A lot of people could pick up a lot of super awesome coins, and then when the market like kind of stabilizes, which that's the weird thing, the market does seem stable, like at least for selling stuff as buy it nows, like stuff's going for higher than I've ever seen it. But for auctions, I wouldn't put anything up for auctions right now, guys. That's my advice. Approved toned, well, depending on the toning, that could be worth it right there. I would say $50 is probably fine for accented hair. What year was it? Or is it just 1964s that have the accented hair? I just got into half dollars like a month ago. I just started building a Kennedy and a Franklin set. So my amount of knowledge that I know about half dollars is about a month old. Oh yeah, this is the one that I just sold. Oop. An MS62 1951 Averse Die Clash FS402. And I honestly, I know nothing about it. I know nothing about it except for I just paid $60 for it a week ago, and I just sold it for $250 tonight. That's the kind of market that's going on right now. Like, higher grade varieties, or I guess that's a 62, but varieties like that, rare ones. There's not a huge market for them necessarily, and so I kind of thought it was a gamble picking it up, but apparently things are selling strong. But it's like I've been winning like $250 coins, like $300 coins for like between like 50 and like $70. And there's more of them up on eBay right now, just ending every day than I can win myself. Maybe if I keep winning them, eventually I'll be able to buy all that come up to market. I just don't have quite the cash flow to buy everything that comes up. Give me a couple months, and it seems like we're growing really, really fast. Right now, I checked it out on eBay. We are 1 in 36 PCGS slabbed coins is a time traveler's coin exchange coin. It's pretty crazy. This one kind of looks like it has some doubling in the B and the R. I know there's definitely a pretty distinct line. The top almost looks like there's like a little extensions at the top. And the S. There definitely was a couple reverse double dies. One of them that I feel like kind of looked like this. I'm not sure. I feel like the wheat ears were doubled as well. On the one, I was trying to see the tips of these wheat ears. I almost feel like I can see another line there. Maybe we check out the other one. Not really seeing it there. I'll put that one aside. We'll take another look at it. But yeah, it's like, I hate it because it's a pandemic and everybody's like economically strapped. But if you guys have money and you have the time and you guys love coins, I'd definitely be checking out the auctions ending. Like tomorrow's Sunday. It seems like half the auctions of the week all end on Sundays. It's going to be a crazy day tomorrow, probably. I'm not going to get a chance to preview the day's auctions till 9 in the morning. But I already have everything up till 9 o'clock looked at and watched if I'm going to bid on it. But basically every weekend has just been insane. Only thing not going right now, it seems like the post office. like if it hadn't already slowed down like a couple months ago, it's slowed down to like the next level. I feel like most of my coins are taking like about 10 days to arrive, so it's definitely slowing down everything here. Thanks, Bigfoot. So hopefully we can find, like there were some really nice strong obverse double dies. I'd like to find one of those. I feel like we're always looking, and we've definitely found some double dies in some of the other years. But I want to find, wheat cents are still my favorite coin. I've just been getting slammed. I had to, pretty much like I got 2 more full-time jobs. And I'd been streaming every night for what felt like about 5 months. And I was burning the candle on both ends, Logan. I'm still streaming on Wednesdays and Saturday nights. This last week, I wasn't able to stream because YouTube wouldn't let me go live. No rhyme, no reason they gave me, just the live, it would not go. After about an hour, it resolved myself. Well, I absolved myself from it, but it resolved, and I was able to stream after that. I'll be doing some bonus streams in the future here. I just been trying to take care of all the things that I haven't taken care of in my life, and basically my days are pretty much go, go, go at all day long, and just trying to do multiple full-time jobs at the same time, and just trying to stay sane. I'll be back to streaming more. I've been building up a bunch of coins and stuff to do, so it'll be fun once I'm going back full-time here again. No, do the school first. The videos will be up there, Logan. It's no worries. Like the videos here, as far as I know, as long as YouTube stays around, or we don't have like some like energy pulse weapons like take out satellites, or electromagnetic storms, or like giant solar flares that take out Silicon Valley, these videos should be up here for a while. I know one of my thoughts is I'm wanting to do so many of these videos and do them for another 50, 100 years or so, depending on what life looks like in the future here. But I'm hoping that, I'm in this for the long run. I want to be making videos like past 100 here, and then I want to mix them all up so people are watching them, and I'm young one moment and I'm old the next moment, and then maybe one day I can get a time machine for you guys, and we can go back and start it all over again, or really get confusing. Yeah, I do a lot of drive-bys. Sorry, the smoke is way better here, but I definitely still feel it in my lungs here. Yeah, speaking of Logan, how did your summer place make it out of the fires okay? How are things up north there? I know that you're up in fire territory too. But hope your house is fine so you guys can have a sweet vacation there next summer. Some of these mint cellos have some fascinating textures on them. I feel like these ones have been a lot better than the ones we've looked at the last couple episodes of the shows here. Like I can actually see through these pretty efficiently. Most of the mint cellos, I feel like the lines have been so bad that I can't actually see what I'm trying to see. Hey Edwin Vasquez, welcome. Good to see you again. How did that 2-ounce giveaway go on your channel? Did that one end yet? You saw a Coin Help You video where he said not to use microscopes when coin roll hunting. What was his reasoning behind it? Just that loops were superior, or the glare kind of makes everything look doubled on you? I'm just curious. I check out, is that Daniel over at Coin Help You? I like most of his videos. I've agreed with almost everything he said over there, except for the one where he was talking about coronavirus being a common cold and not to worry about it, and saying that he was keeping his store open. I was like, it's not going to end well. But it looks like he's taking it seriously now, which is good. But he knows about coins, he's not a infectious disease expert, so I don't expect him to be one. I'll go to him for the coin information. Nice, I'm glad your grandparents' house survived, Logan. That's good news. Shannon won the 2 ounce the other night. Nice, Edwin. Is this a third giveaway? I saw the 1 ounce. I got to see the 1 ounce one that you did the other night, or the giveaway, and then I think I was waiting to see the new one get posted. Yeah, Daniel definitely seems like he goes out of his way to help people. It seems like he does a lot of work. I think whoever raised him had a really good business ethic, and knew how to, run a coin store. That, or he learned it all on his own. But it looks like he got some expert. It looks like he learned from somebody that was really, really good. It seems like he knows how to run a good, solid business. Trying to see this one here. I think that B is kind of looking interesting. The bottom of that U looks interesting too. And that S. We might have to come back to this one too. This mint cello is kind of fuzzy. I feel like we're seeing, maybe I can move it around, and yeah, it moves. I know that wheat ear is kind of looking doubled at the edge there. There's an interesting little line on the inside of them. It could just be machine doubling. There definitely looks like there's some doubling going on in it. It could just be machine damage here, like machine doubling. I mean, one of the reasons that I like, it's like I can go and look at all these coins afterwards, with a loop, or however I want. I mean, normally I don't even use a loop. My eyes, for the most part, are good enough that I can see anything going on with a coin with just my eyes. Sometimes I'll use a loop to kind of just double check things. The main reason that I use the microscope here is that you guys can see it. I guess if you guys have a huge screen and I have a smaller video, or the coin smaller, it can get blown up for you guys. But this just allows me, and I pretty much use, I don't think I did get the notifications, Edwin, but I've been getting spammed out on my YouTube account. Like I'm getting like 500 to 1,000 messages a day. And so it kind of gets hard to navigate. Sometimes I spend like way too long just trying to clean up and make sure I haven't missed anything. Did that just go up tonight? Yeah, 40x is definitely enough to do anything you need to be doing. I mean, I find it easier when I can go, you know, it's kind of like lazy. I feel like I can only look at so many coins otherwise before it just starts to like I don't know, it kind of strains the eyes a little bit. This one is a little bit harder to see through. It's okay, we'll work with it here. I can check Edwin and make sure I have the notifications. I'm pretty sure it was on. But that's the thing too, is like YouTube doesn't always send me notifications for things. Like say coppercoins.com, like I love to watch his videos, or Copper Coins here on YouTube. And I almost never, he actually started sending me emails whenever it was going to go live because YouTube kept removing him from my subscribed list, even though it's one of my favorite channels to watch. So go figure. It's like I feel like, you know, with the shows that I like, it's like at one point I wrote down like a paper schedule because I stopped relying on the notifications for whatever reason. It's like I feel like even when you tell YouTube what you want to watch, they still just try to show you what they want you to watch. Okay, so you posted it 2 days ago? The leopard. Spotted coin. Yeah, there's quite a few in here that had. Ooh, this one's all sparkly. Or maybe it's mostly the cello here. Yeah, I'd be happy to check it out. I was seeing a lot of really nice silver rounds, Edwin, on eBay this weekend. I think they all ended today. But there were lots and lots and lots of I believe it was like the Marvel Silver Rounds Tuvalo, like the limited edition ones that only made 1,000. But there were a lot of really really nice ones up for sale on eBay. I thought of you when I saw those. So yeah, I guess if they're only doing limited edition and doing like 1,000 of the coins, that definitely, you know, it's definitely gives it to, you know, people that collect all the ones that Mint does, and then people who like whatever is being made into a limited edition round. Nice, two winners. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get to see what gold and silver was at today, but it seems like silver tumbled down to maybe like $23 an ounce from I think what did it get up to like 30, and like or gold was down to like 28.50 or something. I think that was Friday the last time I checked it out. Um, but I was kind of surprised. It doesn't seem like there's any great. I almost feel like they're just trying to like scare people off who have bought in to sell off at a loss, um, and that it'll go back up or go back up higher. But I've definitely held on to gold and silver before thinking it was going to go higher, and then it just kept going down, down, down. So I've definitely learned not to like. I've definitely been in places where I like bought stuff, it went down, so I double downed and bought more, thinking, oh, it'll go back up and then I'll have more. And then I can sell twice as much for more, and then it went down more, so, oh, I'll buy 4 times as much. I'm gonna keep buying every time it goes down, and then gold and silver has a funny way of just staying suppressed for years, and then it's like, wow, all this money I have tied up in this, and I can sell it off as a loss and become liquid, or I can hold on to it for the long run and assume that one day it's going to go back up again. Um, But that's the interesting thing about gold and silver is I feel like it's a good place to put money that you just want in a stable-ish kind of place. It's like a good investment. It's wealth. But at the same time, for me, like silver and gold haven't been. I find coins to be much more liquid. Me personally, I find coins much more liquid and able to make a profit off of. And I feel like, I don't know, I guess with the exception, I've been buying a lot of numismatic silver, and I've been pretty happy with that. I was buying, graded PCGS stuff at, around melt price, but then it's got a numismatic value that's way higher than the melt price, but paid like melt price for it. So I've been kind of happy being in that position because I feel like the numismatic stuff's just going to go up in value. And if silver goes up in value and surpasses the numismatic value, then it's like two ways the coin can go up in value. I love silver, don't get me wrong. Like if I had a bunch of money and wanted to stick it somewhere, I think it would be a great place to put it. You're selling some of your silver collection on Monday? Nice. I definitely check the price because I feel like every day I've been checking things out, it's been going down a little bit and then a little bit more and a little bit more. But we could have like one really good week and it could be right back up above. Yeah. With silver and gold and stuff, it's like it's like if you have everything else, it's a great place because like as long as you have a good place to like store it, which is a whole nother topic on gold and silver, but it's a great place to store wealth. um, I don't know, it's an interesting, gold and silver are just interesting. I mean, it's, a great way to own a bunch of stuff in a small amount of space. You can store it pretty much anywhere you want to. I don't recommend storing it all in one place. Nothing is foolproof, not even a bank. I've had banks drill my safety deposit box and almost lost all my stuff because they were just going to send it off. It's like, yeah. 26 an ounce. That sounds possible. That's one of the reasons that just with like the ability for like gold and silver, like I bought up like for all the non-graded silver I mainly bought like proof sets, like early proof sets, like 56 through 64. Because for the amount of silver that was in a lot of the sets, it was starting to reach spot price. But then you also had the possibility of there being some really nice numismatic coins that you could get graded. It seemed like a great place. You could buy 1 ounce of silver at that time for about $30, or you could get like a 1957, 1958 proof set, and that seemed like a good deal to me because if you got a decent $50 in there, you could get it graded and sell it and make a profit. And so I bought up quite a few proof sets. I'd like to get more in the future, but I just was like, I'm buying these with the expectation of someday going through them and someday grading them and someday doing a bulk submission. And so I was like, I should be buying and selling coins that I'm going to be selling tomorrow. Because like every coin that goes in my PCGS set, like my PCGS registry, they're all for sale on eBay, which I always recommend having, like me personally, if I was to tell someone how to sell their coin collection, is the moment they start collecting, every time they buy a coin, list it on eBay as you buy it. Put it up for a considerable amount more than you paid for it. I think you get 200 free listings on eBay every month, just for having an eBay account. Put them all up as buy it nows for like 30 to 100% higher than you paid for them. depending on what. And then your collection is always for sale. You have your collection, and then if the coin sells, you then get to do the hunt and find that coin again, but then you have enough money to buy one a grade higher, or you have enough to buy two. It's amazing what you can do. But it's the same way with like gold and silver. It's like, I don't want something that's just gonna sit there and then I'll sell 10 years in the future when I'm ready to sell it. I'm always ready to sell every coin, even if it's the best coin I have. A few of my favorite coins, I have them up at prices that are, you can have it, but you're gonna have to convince me to buy it. Oh, it's down to $23. Pretty much all PCGS, PK Carve. I think I only have a couple NGC coins. I don't have any Annex coins. Just from my point of view, the research that I did, while NGC is super popular and a lot of people do use Annex, the coins that I saw selling for the most, in my opinion, were PCGS coins. If I took two coins of the same grade and mint and put them next to each other, the PCGS one just went. And I also, I tried NGC in the beginning. I just did not have the same success with them. This one looks like it's got a lot of machine doubling on it. Looks kind of interesting. But yeah, I just didn't have the same experience with NGC as I had with PCGS, and I'm sure that there's someone that does the exact same thing I do, just with NGC coins. Like there's probably a Time Traveler's NGC coin exchange, and they're probably doing really good. The coins I know it's just weird. Like when I would compare coins, especially like say a proof wheat cent. If you go up and look at the prices on a NGC graded proof wheat cent, and then you go and look at the exact same coin on PCGS, the PCGS ones will be selling for twice what the NGC one. And then when you look at how many proof 68 coins are graded, proof 68 wheat cents are graded by NGC, there's like 1 million of them. And then there's like only a few hundred by PCGS. And then you look at the quality, you look at the photos of the coins, and from what I gathered, NGC grades on a scale between 1 and 72. I know they say 1 and 70, but basically when I look at an NGC coin and I'm trying to like figure out how much it's worth, I subtract 2 grade points from it. That's me. And that's kind of why I don't, because if I'm trying to buy a coin to sell a coin, and I look to see how many are on the market, and if it's a PCGS, there's only a couple on the market. But when you go to the NGC, there'll be 100 of them, all with the same grade. And if you're trying to compete with 100 other people, it's like, it's not going to go so well. Everyone's going to be trying to undercut each other. Yeah, I always want to go for the underdog too, and I think NX is probably the cheapest. I believe when I started with PCGS too, NGC's their registry set either didn't exist or it just was not nearly as cool as PCGS is. I use the PCGS registry spreadsheet. And it keeps all my information of how much I paid for the stuff. It updates the price. I have records of all the coins that I've bought and sold, so that I can kind of notice pricing trends when I'm at auction. I can look and see how much I bought this. I can look and see how much I bought a 1956 proof 67 coin. I can look at every single record of how much I purchased. And then when I'm bidding, I basically know what it's going to go for. And if it goes for above that price, I know I'll have a chance to win it for cheaper in the future. It takes a lot of the work. I just have one place that I look at, prices, and it makes buying and selling the coins really easy, because not only do I have the price that I paid for it, but I also have the prices that I sold every coin that I've ever sold. So if I'm looking at buying a coin on eBay, I can look at that coin and see how many times I bought and sold it and what it brought. And so I can just instantly look, and it's a mathematical calculation of, can I add X amount of money onto it, and will I be able to sell it, and will it be worth selling? And if it's not worth selling, then I skip it. We'll keep on cruising here. And so, like, for me, like, I don't, it's like, would I go back in time and change my favorite slab or third party grader? Probably not. Could I have picked up more really beautiful coins if I bought NGC and PCGS and Annex? I mean, yeah. I probably could have gotten into the business of buying, raw ones. For me, it's just easier and quicker to buy a slabbed coin that, for the most part, I trust what the grade is going to be, and be able to just turn around and sell the coins. You can buy a coin and hold on to it for a couple years and then try to sell it for a profit. But for the most part, I've found that, like, let's say you buy a coin for $100 and it goes up $20 in a year, which, and let's say that you picked the coin that goes up $20 in a year, because not everyone will. You've made a 20% return on your profit, on your money. But let's say you buy a coin for, $100 and you sell it for $120. You've made your 20, well, minus fees, you're not going to make a lot of money with that. But it's like, I found you can buy and sell $1,000 worth of coins 50 times a year. If you're able to get a coin delivered to you in a week. Like, it's just, if you have $1,000, you can turn that $1,000 into $10,000 by the end of the year if you make smart buys. And so it's like, instead of just getting a 10%, I want to get like a 500% return, 1,000% return on my money. I'm not content with keeping the money in the bank. I'm not going to hope that gold goes up. I'm not going to hope that silver goes down. I definitely don't play in the stock market anymore. By the time I realized that, like, 3% of 3% of people own 99%. I mean, really, even 1% of people own like 98% of the stock market. That means a few people have the power to wipe out everyone else's money just by playing a numbers game of having it go up and down every day. I don't want my money in a place that can be that easily manipulatable. And I know coins could crash tomorrow and I could be very, very sad. But at the same time, I love my coin collection, and if, I'd rather have a coin collection that I love than a bunch of stocks that were worth nothing that nobody even wanted to buy and take off my hands. Yeah, I will do, Edwin. Thank you for letting me know the new one came out. Feel free to come and remind me anytime, because sometimes that's actually what it takes for me to see everyone's videos. If you guys ever put up videos and you want me to come and watch it, please let me know. And check out Edwin's video, because I'm sure it is a beautiful coin, because if you guys have seen his videos before, he's got an awesome silver collection of silver rounds and collectible rounds. Some really cool stuff. And it sounds like this one is also a giveaway, so you guys have a chance at winning a couple ounces, which definitely winning a couple ounces, that's the best you can do with silver and gold for sure. Yeah, these 1956s definitely seem like they have quite a bit of machine damage on them. This is kind of like interesting. I mean, I don't think that it looks like machine damage. The doubling is, it's so much lower. We should be seeing like splits and stuff, and I'm not seeing that. I definitely see lots of lines in the God. but I'll give you guys the heads up too. It looks like we've got about 10-15 more coins here. And so I just like to let you guys know I don't have a camera on the stack, but hopefully we'll find something really, really awesome. And there were a couple of them I want to go back and just take a closer look at. But I feel like the first one, it's like most of the time when I'm looking at these, you get to an R, there's not like a little notch taken out of the R. So like the first coin that we looked at, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Look, there's like a big notch out of the R. That could be something. And then there was like kind of machine doubling on it. So it's like I always like to look at a bunch of these because it's like some will have just damage to them and they look, kind of cool the way the damage happens. But it doesn't make it anything. It just it's a damaged coin. Yeah, I can, here, let me 1 second. If you guys want to check out Edwin's giveaway that he's doing in his video, let me bring it up for you guys.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Coin World UK. I'd like to talk to you about Edwin.
Well, you guys actually might be able to hear Edwin there. It started playing your video. Hey, where's my chat here? That's interesting. Here. There's no, my YouTube stream, there's no, but here we go, this should work. Here, I'll give myself a thumbs up while I'm here. Here, and let me, that was fascinating. I'm just gonna drop Logan's link here too. Nice, Logan, I like the flying eagle. Whoop, did that, hold on guys, I'm coming back, I swear. I don't think it dropped his link. Maybe I timed myself out. Alrighty. Okay, back to business here. You're very welcome, Edwin. Always happy to share your videos with people. Coin World did? Awesome. I want Coin World to shadow. That'd be awesome. Oh, look at, there's a big line going down the 5 on the top and the midsection of this one. Haven't seen that before, I don't think, in any of these. We'll take a look at the rest of the lettering here, see if there's anything else going on that can give us some clues. I feel like there was one with like a very, very large U on this side. But I'll definitely I'll put this one to the side as well. And if anybody here hasn't checked out coppercoins.com, Chuck's website over there is really, really, really good for checking out different varieties. Their die variety search, you just enter in the date and whatever mint mark you're looking for, and it'll show you all of the different airs for that year. And I think Variety Vista works the same. And if anybody else here knows of any other good websites, I know that the internet is vast, and so there's always new stuff getting popped up as well. Nice, Marco. Yes, I got to relax with some nice nachos and then ice cream before the stream here. Some wine sounds good too. Like today, I think I relaxed more today. I think I only made 4 PCGS coin videos today. Um, and it was the most relaxed day I have had in probably over a year. Hey, have a good night, Edwin. Hope to see you again in the future, and probably tomorrow I'll go and check out your video, considering it's probably going to be. Well, I actually might be able to check it out tonight, because I think if we only have about 10 more coins here, I usually try to turn into a pumpkin by midnight, but I'll probably check it out tonight. I'll write it down after the stream here and put it on my to-do list. Look at silver coins. Yeah, I had one interesting thing on eBay. It's like I have somebody in Malaysia, and they put $1,000 bid on one of my auctions. And I've never sent anything to Malaysia. I know that eBay International or the eBay Global Shipping seems pretty awesome, that all you have to do is get the item to PCGS and then, or I'm sorry, to eBay or to their distribution center. But it still makes me a little bit nervous to be sending like $1,000 worth of coins somewhere else. But I guess it's no different than sending it to Kentucky. I think that's where the distribution hub is. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But most of my international orders are nowhere near that big. And I'm actually happy. Like for a long time I was not getting any international offers. I thought, or sales, I thought that maybe it was because of the pandemic, that people just, you know, were smart and not spreading stuff around the world. But then a slew of them came in one week, and now all the international sales have been quiet for about a month. But it looks like that's all going to change here by the end of the week. So I'm really interested about tomorrow's auctions. Like Sundays have just been absolutely killer. It's just been like one like batch of really good coins. It's kind of like a coin collector's like heaven in some ways, but it's like I feel bad because I feel like either people are dying from the pandemic and that's why these collections are going up for sale, or people are losing their job and being forced to sell. But the best I can do is put a high bet on all the stuff and make sure these people that are selling their coins get a little bit more than they otherwise would. It's like when I'm winning stuff at like 30-40% its value, it kind of makes me feel bad for the people being forced to sell. But if I wasn't bidding, the stuff would be going for like 20% of its value, and so I guess I can feel better knowing that at least I'm helping people out a little bit more than they would otherwise if I didn't put a high bid on. So you got a 1969 Kennedy half dollar and it looks like a 90% silver. So it you can't see. I'm trying to think of the terms. So there's like no rim on it, or there's a rim on it, but you can't see any. It just looks like solid silver all the way through. I think sometimes the kind of like plating, the clad, the copper clad or whatever they fill the rest of the 60%. I think sometimes that kind of gets worn and smooth. I don't think I've ever heard of a 90% 69. It's probably not inconceivable. if that's even, I don't even think that's a appropriate way to say that word. Um, it's possible. I've never heard of one. Solid rim. And how does the edge of the rim look solid, or I mean, does it still have all of its little bumps on it, or is it kind of smoothed and worn? And is it a proof or a business strike coin? It looks the same all the way around. Interesting. I mean, I would say if it's a 1969, without knowing that there is, I would say it's probably a 40%er. I haven't heard, but honestly, with half dollars, I just started collecting half dollars like a month, 2 months ago. So if there was a rare variety that's known, I don't know what it is yet. Um, I don't think I have a 69 sitting here. I think I just got a couple 69s. This one looks interesting here. Like if you look like going straight down the middle of it, there's kind of like a line. And then over, yeah, look at the M on this. That kind of looks like a double die. Like that doesn't look like machine doubling where there's like a lower part to it. That M looks doubled. I'm just kind of backtracking and looking at the rest of this now. It has all the bumps and it's a business strike. I mean, yeah, that one's interesting. I'm gonna definitely put that one to the side. I'll definitely want to look at that one closer. But yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. I can't think of any instance why they would have a 90% planchet. You know, obviously things happen at the mint or we wouldn't have all these awesome air coins. But to my knowledge, I don't know of anything like that. Um, hmm. And I don't have like a roll of raw ones either. My guess is that like when they do the clad on it, I want to say that it is supposed to, like on new fresh coins, I'd want to say that they are supposed to hide the fact that there is a kind of a copper core. And I'm guessing that that doesn't happen all the time. And then as coins get worn down, I don't know, but I definitely see new, like, nice fresh 40%ers that you can see that copper core in them. So yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing that some of them just you're able to see it, and some of them you're not. It's like I'd want to believe that they would hide the fact that they were clad, try to make them harder to see. This one looks kind of interesting too. Like if you look at the base of the G and like the inside part of the G, there's kind of a doubling there. The O here almost looks like it's doubling on the top right corner and the bottom inside left corner. This one might be damage. The E looks super thick there. This one's interesting as well. It also just looks super rough. Yeah, that's a great idea, especially if it's a raw coin to weigh it. I mean, especially if it's a nice new looking coin, they should all weigh pretty close to what they are supposed to weigh. They should anyway. Alright, so we've got 3 more here, and then we'll backtrack a little bit and take a look at a couple of the ones that looked interesting. Definitely that one that we just looked at, that one definitely looked like it had some sort of doubling on it. We can help anyway. Ooh, the mint cello on this one is nice and bright. Yeah, I might go through these ones a second time. Just because there is a lot of machine damage. And there looked like, I believe there was like 7 or 8 different kind of double dies on these. But I feel like these would be worth going through a second time. Just I feel like I will learn more about this date. We're going to have a mixed roll coming up here in the future too. It's a 1956 through 1960. And so I figured we'd go through all the different dates and look at them singly before we did a mixed roll, because then we'd have to look at every single thing, and there would be just a lot of stuff to remember. But I've been trying to learn all the different ones, like kind of what's normal for every coin, because every one seems to be different. Yeah, the last one was a beautiful mint cello, and this one is pretty hard to look through here. But I will backtrack here, and we will look at the couple interesting ones. And that one with the doubled M here, I'm definitely like super interested in that one. If there is like one here that I think could be something, I think that's the one that's going to be something good. Let's see if we can figure out. I think this was the 5 and the 6 on this one. So I'm going to look up this one, see if there's anything. I think maybe nope, that was a different one that actually I didn't mean to put in the pile, but there was the one that looked like it had doubling on God. That looked pretty prominent. There's definitely some kind of like doubling. You know, this looks like machine doubling. It looks like the entire obverse on this one, except for maybe the date. Doesn't really look like it's heavy on the front here. It kind of just looked like Liberty actually on this one. Let's see what was going on with this one. I think this might have been on the reverse. I think this one was flipped over before I picked it up. Okay, good night to you too, PK Carve. Thanks so much for stopping by and joining us. I wish you a great night. The next stream looks like it's going to be on Wednesday at 9 p.m., the normal time here. So I think that this one is just machine damage when there was that little loop on the inside, but I think the U would be a little bit thicker there. So I think that one is just machine damage. And I will definitely, while these are all fresh in my head, I will check out coppercoins.com and just see if I can identify. One of the things I need to do is, like, after I make these videos, I need to, like, you know, anytime I really think I have something, I need to, like, go and make full identification for it for you guys, so that if you guys are curious, it's just I'm still learning here, and sometimes it takes a long time to research and figure out what they are, but it would definitely be worth the time. You know, if I can save one person the time of finding stuff, it'll be worth my time. Alright, so, or no, there's one more, and then there's the one that I think is definitely something. So I think this might have been the first coin we looked at here. And I was like, oh, super notch, and then it's looking kind of doubled. But I think that it is just machine damage for this year. I think something in the master die must have happened to that R, making it look the way that it does. Hey, bless you too, PK Carve. Thanks so much again. I wish you a great night. Sleep well. I'll see you in the future. Alright, so out of the whole roll, I think that this one was the most interesting coin here. It was on the back, I believe. You know, the 5 here looks a little interesting, how there's an extra line on it. We'll look at that 1 second. And I just want to, like, check out as much of the reverse as we can here too, and maybe zoom out just so we can get a closer look. But I feel like I started about halfway through it, started to see kind of like wider, like a little bit wider looking letters, and then kind of almost looked like there was, I don't know, like just kind of like a double die kind of like over it. But then when we get to the M, I think that M there looks really doubled. I don't understand how machine damage would do that. So I'm finding that one pretty cool. And I think probably before, I need to talk to Chuck again. He said yes, but it was in the middle of his stream, and I just want to make sure he is really okay with me streaming his channel, his website, which I think any you know, advertising for a website is good, but it's his website. So let me zoom out here a little bit. I just want to see what we're looking at looks like from this level. Like if it, yeah, I feel like the M there definitely looks doubled. You know, I feel like the M is the most prominent. I feel like you can see it in the U's. The N has a line going down it. But let me just check the reverse double dies here really quick on copper coins. Let me give you guys the coin in focus so you guys can actually look at it. This one almost looks like it's got a little, maybe a little bit of tone. Alright, let me just check. DDO. DDR. DDR. Alright, so there's a 1DR002. Oh, that kind of looks exactly like what it is. Interesting. Let's look at the E in America. I think that's exactly what we have. I think we have a 002. I haven't looked at the other ones. If the E has like a double wide foot here. Yeah, I'd say it does. Yeah, maybe if I turn it upside down, the light's just shining on it pretty hard. Yeah. Cool. Here, I'm not going to look at the price on this one because some of them were really good and some of them, I think, alright, I'll look at the price. What? The Proof 67 is $700. I'd say this is probably not higher than a Proof 65 at 175. That makes me happy. Let's check other DDRs. Let's see if there's another one that kind of looks like it. Because we didn't check all the dies. Yeah, the Unum doesn't look anything like that on the 3. Let's check 004. It could be this too. The M doesn't look nearly as impressive. Alright, well there's one more page though here. And maybe I can try to see, or there's a 005 too. And a 006, alright. There's quite a few. Yeah, this might be a roll I'm gonna do another. Come on, show me the M. It like cuts off, use. I don't think it looks like that. Dun 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 dun. Doesn't look like that. It looks like the 002. Let's see if we can find some die markers. I know if you guys want to follow along with me, if you guys go to coppercoins.com, on the left hand side of the screen there'll be something called die variety search. Open that page, enter 1956 to 1956 Philadelphia, and then hit go and you'll be able to see what I'm looking at. 002. I want to see if I can find a die marker here. I mean, this is what it looked like. And then we'll take a closer look and see what the condition of the coin. Where are die markers for this one? Maybe it doesn't even need it. Because it's looks like there's maybe 2 little lines on Lincoln's cheek on the obverse. I think that should be doable to find. Cement Cellos make it challenging. Alright, so I believe I can see 2 little, if you guys can see right in the center, I believe that's what I'm looking for. Let me look at the photo again. Parallel with the mouth going down, like you see like the lip line here that's in the center, you see that angle? It looked like the scratches went pretty much same direction as those, which this is. And I believe there's 2. You can see one right in the center of the screen, and now the other one's right in the center of the screen. I believe this is. Alright, let's look at what the condition of this coin. I think I may have seen some spots. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Let me turn off my light. Let's put it on an angle so we can see the surface. I'm gonna guess that with those little tiny spots on this, I mean it's beaming. But you can see kind of like there's like what looks like little pixels are out. Let's see if there's anything major on the reverse. Spots are a little bit bigger. That's kind of too bad. I would not say this is a 67. I don't think it would get a 66. It's just hard. Like, I mean, it's a beautiful looking coin, but there are little tiny spots on it. But I believe this is a pretty nice variety here. I mean, what was the lowest grade they gave us? for a proof 63, $60. I feel like this would get back a proof 63, which would probably, I know most people would disagree, but like I guess getting it attributed might cost more. But it looks like it's a class 4 and a class 8 double die. Interesting. And it looks like on Wexler it's a FS01, FS801. So I don't know, kind of interesting. So not a bad coin. Let's just take one more final look here at the front. That's my light. We're at the reverse here just to see if there was anything else that I feel like most of the letter or doubling, yeah, like if you look at the little foot at the bottom of the T here, I feel like it sticks off pretty far, but I think I have to go upside down because the way the light is. Yeah, the C and the A here definitely look, it's not showing very well at this angle, but the C and the A on this coin looks like it's doubled pretty nicely as well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about this coin. I wish we could pull one of these off every night. Definitely be buying some more 1956s if I ever see another roll of these for sale. And who knows, I think that I might get this coin graded just to see what happens. But here, I want to take a close-up photo while I'm here, so I'm just going to take a snap there. I can get this on the right light here. I can take it later. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining me tonight. I'm really glad that I took the time to look through this roll and looked at the back, because when you don't look at the reverses of the coins, when you just look at the fronts, that's exactly what can happen. You can put a possibly $700 coin. I don't think that this is a 67. I have 67s that are graded that have spots on like this, but I'm thinking that they got spotted after they got graded. But it'd be interesting to see what this one could grade out as. I'm honestly wanting to guess like a proof 64 with all the little spots on it. But I guess I could see it maybe going 63 or 65. Like, I feel like it has nice eye appeal. But it does have little tiny spots on it. But thank you, John Rose, for being here and starting off the show tonight. Thank you, Logan's Coins, for being here tonight. I'm glad your grandma's house was safe. Thank you, Marcos Rodas, for being here tonight. And thank you for the compliment, Marcos. Thank you, PK Carr, for being here tonight. And I will see you again in the future, I hope. And thank you, Edwin Vasquez, for being here tonight. Always good to see you. I'll check out your video here tonight. I think I'm going to have enough time. And thank you, Bigfoot Silver Hide and Seeker, for being here tonight. Really appreciate all you guys. Wish you guys good nights. The next live stream here will be on Wednesday, upcoming this week at 9 p.m. I think the next roll is going to be another roll of 1956s. I believe I have another one. The next one is from a different source, so I have no idea what the condition is going to be like. It could be better, it could be worse. We will find out. But thanks everyone for watching. Wish you guys all awesome nights, and I will see you all in the future. Have good nights, everyone.